Millennial industrial complex. People still claiming that the squad could have gotten Medicare for all if they had just forced the vote, and it's just exhausting. Honestly, you have to be the dumbest person in the world to believe that.
Yeah, or
just really, really invested in it. Yeah. First of all, the vote was going to lose. Their strategy was not that you would get Medicare for all. Their strategy was the vote will lose. There'll be such outrage from the American public that we'll be able to target those Democrats who voted against it for 2024
or 2022.
2022. Do you know how many people those people primaried? Like, we already know a bunch of those people who weren't going to vote for it. None of them were primaried in a serious primary. I mean, it is
insincere.
So I just can't even believe that they actually believe it. Honestly, I think there's three explanations.
It's an oxygen wasting operation.
Totally ignorant. 2 is completely deluded. And 3 is just like making money. And maybe all of those things come together. I've still failed to understand how a performative vote on Medicare for all would have even accomplished anything or revealed fake supporters when the bill would have just died in the Senate anyway. No, it would have died in the House.
Yeah, it would have died in the House.
There was 120 some odd sponsors in the Democratic caucus of Medicare for all. Presumably, let's just say there was even like 50 more Democrats who would support it in a vote they know is going to fail. Republicans would vote it down. It wouldn't pass. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi said she was against Medicare for all.
The whole point was for losing the House, and then the Democrats you need to primary. But even the ones that would have voted for it in that doomed vote, you couldn't have trusted either. It's complete. And the whole thing is like Jimmy Dore's entire idea is like that all that squad stuff is pointless. So the idea that he's like, it's pointless, but also you could have done this and actually done something. Those are contradictory. Jimmy was only interested in that to reify his position that it's pointless.
And I think for other people, it was just a way to build a new show that they were developing.
Right.
5th vote ended. Everyone the same.
Again, one present?
One present from Sparts, 20 for Donalds. 201 for McCarthy, 212 for Jeffries.
Oh, 201 for McCarthy. Wasn't it 202 before?
Oh, let me double check this video.
Did he lose another vote? Maybe somebody stepped out of the chamber.
1 second. Let me just see over here. It was 201. It's the exact same as the.
Oh, okay. Because I had a 202 last time.
Yeah, sorry.
So 201 plus 212 plus 20
plus 1. Yeah.
Well, that 1 doesn't count though in the vote tally.
Yeah, it's just present. Exactly. Yeah.
So we're at 433. That makes sense. 433 makes sense. And if you divide that in 2, it's 217. You got to get to 217.
Yeah.
If 5 people, that was my mistake, because I was saying if 5 people voted for Hakeem, but it's not. What has to happen is the number has to get down. 212 times 2 is 424. So you need 9 more people to abstain before 212. Right. Okay. Bingo dango. In so many cases, legal info should be public. It's literally stuck behind paywalls for private services that essentially charge you to know what the law actually says. Indeed.
Yeah, that's why it's good you brought up Aaron Swartz, because there's a book, The Idealist, or a documentary, The Internet's Own Boy, and the whole free culture movement, honestly, like that's probably where I became a socialist, was like thinking about that stuff and the way information is controlled and commoditized and a different world that could be possible.
Aaron came in when we first launched this show with Ben Wickler, who was good friends with. Came in and...
Talk about a tech genius. Like, that guy created RSS.
It was
like a
nuts.
Teenager.
It was nuts. Like, I'd
be an Elon simp for...
They were in
Aaron.
the office for like 20 minutes, half hour, and I'm showing Ben, because he was thinking about doing a show, I think, and I can't remember exactly why they were there, and I had said, like, I needed a countdown clock. I was just saying in passing. And Aaron, like, was sitting on he had his computer. He opened up his computer and, like, in 5 minutes had coded a countdown clock for me. It was really weird.
just really impressive.